What's up, sports bettors? I have five player props for today in the NFL. You're really going to like them, I think. And some plays are going to be on Underdog Fantasy, a fantasy site. And then some plays are going to be on Caesar Sportsbook. So I say this all the time, but it's what's so annoying about working in the sports betting industry. But I ride with you guys on all these plays, right? Through the winning streaks, through the big winning streaks, hot streaks, whatever you want to call it. I ride with you guys on all of these plays, and it's all about finding picks with an edge. So, the way that Underdog Fantasy works, and we've described it in tons of other videos, is this platform gives you the implied odds in a three pick entry of minus 122. So essentially, any three pick entry you create, you should assume every player prop you're betting. So any of these picks, it literally doesn't matter what three picks you select. You're always betting one to win six. So the implied odds never change, right? You take the over, you take the under, your implied odds are going to be minus 122. So the first play I went with is Tom Brady to not have a rushing yard. And I know it sounds a little like, how is that what you're betting? But again, I don't follow my gut because my gut doesn't work. I'm not outsmarting sportsbooks who invest hundreds of millions of dollars into their trading technology because of my gut, right? There are tens of millions of people betting on the NFL this weekend. This is a market, supply and demand, moving around lines, right? I'm not beating NFL betting markets because of my gut. I'm not smarter than the tens of other, 10 million other people betting on the NFL this weekend, right? The way you make money sports betting is you ruthlessly compare lines between sports books and you look for value. Because all these bookies set lines independently, you can scan through them and look for these soft spots, as I like to call them. So essentially, out of the tens of thousands of odds on Underdog Fantasy, most of these plays aren't profitable, right? But what OddsJam will do is scan all the lines, compare them to the sports books, and show you those spots with value on the positive EV tool where you're actually, the positive EV tool is probably the most popular tool where you're actually getting value at minus 122. So the first play we see is an absolute no-brainer. Tom Brady did not have a rushing yard, right? Bovada has this minus 160. Frickin' Pinnacle has this minus 208. They have this as a 2-1 favorite, and we're getting this in our underdog entry at minus 122. DraftKings has this minus 170, 10-bet minus 170, Caesars and BetMGM minus 165, minus 169 respectively. So long story short, if it's not clear, if this isn't clear to you why this has to be in your underdog entry, you can post a comment below because it should be dead clear, right? And again, it's free to browse odds on OddsJam. The whole point of starting OddsJam was to bring data access, real-time odds from across the market to all sports bettors, right? And what's really messed up is, the way this industry works is sportsbooks want you to be uneducated. That's their whole point, right? All of their marketing is designed to make you dumber. They make money off you being dumber. So there are very few companies that are incentivized to explain the importance of line shopping, right? Having numerous sportsbook accounts. And a lot of it is rational once you hear it for the first time. Like if you're placing bets on Kareem Hunt over 28 half rushing yards at, minus 127, when there's another sportsbook in your location offering minus 113, you're getting ripped off. You're getting a terrible price. And you always need to be price conscious. You always need to be getting a good line, right? So, long story short, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data points all telling us this play on underdog is a no-brainer. So I locked it in and I included it in a bunch of different entries. So I included it with this play on Hopkins, which I gave out in a previous video. So I included it with Hopkins under 7.5 receptions, Kenneth Walker over 2.5. I included it with Waddle under 5.5 in this one. right? Just kind of splitting it up a bit due to, there's also max betting limits for each player. And then I included it in this one. So Waddle, Walker, Brady, Brady, Waddle, Hopkins, Hopkins, Walker, Brady. So 3 different combinations. Tom Brady under half of a rushing yard is the best one, highest profit margin. And then I locked in Mariota under half of a passing touchdown on Caesars, right? As a sharp bettor, when you have an edge, you want to place as many plays as you can, right? And again, it's free to browse odds on OddsJam for any sport you want to look at. But again, like, you want to place as many bets as you can. You can see I have tons of bets open. Even just for the sports books I've synced, you can't sync every sports book to OddsJam. But what this will do is through this company, you can see it says right here, sharpsports.io. It's this company that essentially will automatically pull your bets from these 6 sports books are available in New York or in Virginia, where I'm currently located. And it will, tell you your profit and loss, as well as, so like here, we had the Pittsburgh Panthers first half money line at minus 155. It says automatically synced from Sharp Sports, and I believe that just won. And then it will update, every couple hours with your exact profit and loss, right? Grading your bets as wins or losses. So it's pretty useful because, again, I say this all the time, but like as a sharp bettor, when you have an edge, plays like this, Marcus Mariota to not have a passing touchdown, no other book giving us above plus 125. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other data points. These 2 columns are the same, all telling us this play on Mariota to not have a passing touchdown is incredibly profitable. You'll still go on losing streaks, no bet's guaranteed to win. So it's really about being able to deal with variance, track your profit over a very large sample size of bets, and kind of see the gains add up. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful. Let's make money, guys.